Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hadi, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're a subscriber and you've been watching my video, thank you. So today's video is about a blog post I saw online on a website called Best Life, and it's actually a reaction video I'm going to be doing today, because I think that some of these blog posts, they are the problem why ladies or modern women who are in their 30s, some are going to die alone, because some of these blog posts out there are very misleading. They misled me so many times, or they misled me in my life in my 30s, and I almost missed on my opportunity to settle down. Now, some of the things I'm going to say is going to be coming from a place of love, and you don't have to agree with everything that I say. I'm just here to give my opinion and just here to give my own personal opinion. Okay, guys? So, the title of this blog post is 33 Reasons Why Being Single in Your 30s is the Best Thing Ever. Now, first of all, this title is bullshit, because if you are a person or you are a woman who wants children, who wants family, who wants to have a life with somebody that will love you, you being gay, you being a lesbian, and you being straight, I think this blog post is going to mislead you, and you're going to think that you are fine. And girl, listen, I'm just going to break this down. Now, let's dive right in. First point it says is you have time to focus on your career, which is the first reason. So it said, in your 30s, you have a better perception of who you are than when you were in your 20s. I think that is not actually true. There are people in their 30s who don't even know what they want. And there are people in their 20s who do know what they want. So I don't think this is actually true. And that means that you are probably better clear on what you want career-wise. And being single ensures you have the time to put work in towards your goals. Now, my point with this is you have your 20s to do your career. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to be a woman of career, and I think when you are getting like a bit maybe older, from your 25, 26, 27, and you think you want a family, I think you should be working towards that. In your 30s, you should be done having children. If you're really a person that wants a family, don't make the mistake that so many of us did, where we think that there's still time, because there is no time. Your eggs are drying up, seriously, and the pool of good men are drying up. So your 30s is not a time to be saying, oh, this is what I want to do in my career, this is where I want to pursue. No, this is a time for you to settle down if that's what you want, not the time for you to be pursuing any damn career. So this is bullshit. So number 2, it reads on, you are more mature and less tolerant of drama. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it reads, men and women in their 30s have had a lot of growing up, points at James Haddison. And it says they are more mature and less tolerant of drama that many people in their 20s enjoy and even thrive on. And this creates a dating environment that is more relaxed and enjoyable with few games. Listen, if you want to date, relationship is always full of drama. Especially when you are dating, you put yourself out there. But if you say, listen, I don't want to date, or I don't have time for drama, then you are not ready. Because then you will go out to one date and the person will say, or they will say certain things you don't like, and you'll be like, yeah, don't call me anymore. You block them off. Girl, you are in your 30s. You are in that danger zone where you don't need to be chasing men off because they say things you don't like, or because they have whatever issue in terms of, let's say, maybe they don't have the kind of job, or they don't dress listen, there are some ladies who are just delusional. They will be like, it doesn't dress the way I want. I don't want that drama right now. Or it's got a baby mama. It depends on the situation. Because when you're, most guys in their 30s, some of them, they have baby mama, and the guy might actually be a good guy. He might just have a child. Having a child is not a curse. You know what I'm saying? If this man is a good man, and you have the ability to read the situation, and you vet him properly, I don't think that's a bad deal. Seriously, because obviously the kid might not be staying with the man, with the father. So you need to like try and lower the bar. Because sometimes women say, I can't settle. I don't want to settle. You can't be saying things like that. I'm not saying you should settle, but what I'm saying is means, or settling means different things to different people. You understand what I'm saying? So try and get to know people before you judge them. Okay? The next point is your home is truly yours. I don't really get this point where they say, anyway, let's read first before I say anything. It said, you can take command of your own space. There's definitely something to be said for not having to compromise on what your apartment or house looks like. He said you get to keep your living space however you want. Whether it's immaculate or a mess, it's yours, and you don't have to think about the need for anyone else in your space. Plus, your home is a completely danger-free zone. So you can wear whatever you want to wear all day. No one will ever know. Now, my point with this, when I was single, I was living in my own apartment, and it's fun, yeah. And when my friends or my married friends, when they come see me once in a while, yeah, because when you were single, married people, they just do their own thing, they just don't bother with you, and they will be like, wow, your house is so clean. You understand what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh, it's nice, wow. And you don't, because I used to live in an apartment, like a 2-bedroom apartment by myself. And the point I'm trying to make is it can be nice for a while, but it will get lonely sometimes, because sometimes you will just sit there, you've watched all the Netflix, you just there, because if you really don't have anyone, so what do? Sometimes you'll be bored, and you will wish you have someone with you to share that space with you. It's fun when you're in your 20s to live alone in your apartment, but it's not fun when you are in your 30s and you are pushing towards 40. So don't be deceived. There is nothing fun living alone by yourself and saying, I love my space. Or if you keep that mindset or you deceive yourself, a time will come where you'll be wishing, you understand, to say, where is that person that's going to chill with me? Because I was in that situation, and this is bullshit. There is nothing fun living alone in your 30s, because psychologically you will be wanting someone to share that space with you. So this is not it for me. Now, the next point is you can differentiate between sex and love. I don't know. Is there really a difference? I thought they were together. Anyway, let me read what it says. It says, the skill often develop with age, and it says saves you a lot of time and energy. In our 30s, we are less impulsive and less driven by sex. That is, if you have people coming around or men coming around. For my opinion, when you are in your 30s, the pool of men dries up, and there are women in their 30s who have not had sex for a long time. Seriously. So women in their 30s, they even want sex more than the young people. So this is actually a lie. Anyway, it reads on. It says, that doesn't mean you are not interested in sex, but you now have the ability to appreciate a non-string attached relationship in a way you maybe couldn't in your 20s. Yes, kind of. I think that is a good idea. That is a good point. In a way, you appreciate it, because sometimes you will not have sex for months, especially when you are this super picky woman thinking, I can't settle, and you drive all the quality suitors. At the end of the day, sometimes you won't even have anyone to take you on a date for months, unless maybe you are a celebrity, or because these days to date is really difficult. People don't really approach you. You have to date online, and you can't just be having sex with every man online, especially when you are 30 in your 30s, because naturally in your 30s you become more cautious. You understand? Very few women in their 30s are like really open to say, let me explore, which I think is good for you too. You understand what I'm saying? But most women, because they've been burned so many times, and in your 30s you have so many experience of heartbreak, and you'll be like, no, I'm being cautious, and you might go for months without anything. So I think this point is a bit okay, a for me, and a bit is not true. You understand what I'm saying? I think women in their 30s, most of them don't get sex like they should. I don't think there's a difference between sex and love. They go together, seriously, because you might meet somebody because you want sex, and also after a while you fall in love with them. So just live your life. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you are too picky with these things and funny with it, sometimes you might not even get anything for months, and you might not even get anybody. Because let's face it, how many men would be with a 30 years old woman and want to wait for sex? So the point is, if you hold off too much with a guy, with a potential suitor, with somebody that you like, that you think likes you back, girl, you might lose the person, because men in their 30s, they tend to want to like be with the woman they are with physically. So girl, if you don't want to die alone, you need to be able to like have a middle ground, okay? And another point the article makes is alone time isn't scary anymore. I don't know, you don't have to wait for your 30s to experience that. But I think that's actually a lie. Anyway, it depends on your mental state. It depends on the people, the support you have around you. If you are in a city where you don't have friends, because it's difficult as well to make friends, because most of the time our friends, they've moved, and you can consider people at work your friends. So I don't know about that alone time. Anyway, let's read before I say more. It says some people have love alone time no matter their age. That is true. But many don't learn to appreciate it until their 30s. I don't know. When you are single, you have the freedom to get more of it. Of course, when you're single, you have to be alone. You don't have a choice, because most of the time in your 30s, most of your friends, or the people that used to be your good friends, most of them are already married. So it's not an option. It's just the way things are. You will be alone most of the time, and you will be on your dating app if you want to date. Anyway, it reads on, you strive on self-care and time to get to know yourself better. Yeah, which is true. Obviously, when you are alone, you get to know yourself better. And it says you can sit at home with a book and a glass of wine on a Friday night and be 100% comfortable with that decision. And that is not true. Seriously, because when I was single and in my early 30s, I used to watch movies like, I'll see these ladies in the apartment drinking wine. I used to do that. I'll sit down, and I used to live in it high-rise building where I'll be watching everyone. And some days it's nice, but some days it is boring. And most of the days you will want somebody to be with you. So girl, don't wait till your 30s to chill. Don't think that life, there's something in your 30s that is so relaxing, you chilling by yourself. No, because there is not anything there. Because you'll be wanting to have a family. Even if you don't want children, you'll be wanting to have someone with you, someone to chill, to spend that time with. It happens when you are in your 30s. You will want someone to be with you. So girl, it's not true. Actually, you will become bored and boring. You understand? You will be not boring, but you will be bored. You will want somebody. So it's not a matter of saying when you are in your 30s, you will love your alone time. That is not true. Sometimes you will, but most of the times you will not. Because at some point, you will get tired of reading all the books. You just want to chill, cuddle, and be with somebody. So if you want a family, get it done as soon as possible and lock down a good man. Don't be deceived by articles like this, okay? So you don't spend the rest of your life lonely, because you have so many competitions in your 30s, okay? Next point, I'm going to read because the article is actually long. I think I'm just going to stop on this one and I'll put the link there so you can read the whole article. And this last point I'm going to talk on is, it says you can travel anywhere, anytime, which is actually true. And it reads on, it said, while your friends might be spending all their time raising their young children, you can do literally whatever you want in your off time. Listen, girl, unless you don't want children, and I promise you that I don't want children thing will change for you when you are in your 30s, late 30s, late 40s and 50s, just like it did for Monica, just like it did for Janet Jackson. It will change and you will want your own children. You will be looking at your friends who have children to say, oh God, I can do this, always cleaning Pampers. Girl, a time will come where you will want them, and if you don't do them early, you'll be doing children when you are older, which for my advice is not a good idea at all. Anyway, moving on, it says you can do literally whatever you want in your off time, which is true. And it said you are no longer a broke 20 something. Seriously, there are some 20 something these days who are actually rich. I'm not talking about celebrity normal people. And there are also women or ladies or people in their 30s who are broke. So that is not true. He said you can go to Dubai or Accra or anywhere and have the time of your life, which is true. But on the negative part of it is this: you will be taking a lot of selfies. Do you know how lonely it is to travel by yourself? Seriously? And people will be like, yeah, you'll be making friends while you travel, solo traveling. Please, who really wants to travel by themselves? Seriously, you'll be meeting strangers. That is what they call by force friendship. Please, I'm not saying you need to wait for a man to do you, but when you are in your 30s, it will be more fun when you have a guy with you. You can do the solo travel in your 20s. Then you are different. You are in a different mindset. Not in your 30s. You should be with a good man, or you should be with a man. You should be with a partner. Be you whatever you are sexually with somebody at that age. Do you understand me? And traveling together, it will be more fun in your 30s. So don't think that in your 30s, or anyone tell you that in your 30s is going to be fun traveling alone. Girl, it won't be. Don't be deceived, please. And anyway, the article reasons say when you are single at your 30s, you can book any destination you want without consulting anyone at first. So what is wrong with consulting someone? I don't get it. Why do they make being in a relationship or having a partner where you have to tell your partner what you want to do? That is actually wrong. Or you have to seek consent from your partner, kind of to say, okay, I want to go to this place, and what do you think of it? What is wrong? What is wrong in being protected? Seriously, my goodness, what is wrong with it? Very traditional person, and I find it very sexy, like to tell my partner I need to go to the shop, or I need to go to this and this, and just to tell him, or like, what do you think? I need to get this dress. I like it. What? It's not that he's going to say no. It doesn't say no. You understand me? But I find it sexy, and I'm very traditional like that. So I don't know why women are crying to be like, I have to be independent, go wherever I want to go. And it might be fun for a while, but like I said, when you are getting older, in your late 30s, your 40s, your 50s, you will want somebody to look out for you, somebody that you will want to talk to about your moves and where you are going. That's the truth. Anyway, guys, I said I was going to end this article here, but this particular point, I think I need to talk about it before I end this video. So this last one says, dates don't have to be cheap. Now, this is a lie, because why would they be saying that dates don't have to be cheap? Do you think how many men are going to be spending their hard-earned money on a lady in her 30s when she's not a celebrity, when there are younger ladies out there? Seriously. And I tell you this, you can just be on a normal date to a normal restaurant, not too expensive, and you will get the fun of your life. Girl, listen, don't be delusional. Don't let all this blog posts deceive you. When you are in your 30s, the dates, they drop. So if you're on a date, just use that time. Whoever comes your way that you think is worth your time and you think you guys have a connection, don't judge the man by the dates. Seriously, Because there are some guys who are okay financially and just want to hang out with you in an ice cream shop or go watch the movie. Seriously, you don't have to spend loads of money to have fun on a date. Ladies, if you're in your 30s, you better be wise. Don't allow social media to deceive you, because most people are living fake lives. Seriously. If you like a man and you think the man is a good man and you guys have a connection, girl, trust me, go on a cheap date. It doesn't have the date might be cheap, but the company might be rich. Seriously. So you have to like put yourself in a situation where your happiness comes first. If the man is a good man, girl, lock him down. Before you know it, you'll be 40, you'll be 50, especially if you want children. Okay, ladies? Anyway, guys, I'm just going to end this video here, and I want you to subscribe and I want you to like this video if you think you agree with me, even if you don't agree with me. And I'm going to see you on my next video. Bye.